Hi guys.
Hello.
My computer just gave me a blue screen, so she's restarting here and I'm jumping on, hopefully. How is everybody?
It's been a good day so far.
It has, I know. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Um, oh look, here, this is working. We've got a bunch of stuff to go over today. Donna, would you mind? I know we've got Broker Bay that we wanted to chat with everybody about. Would you mind kind of giving a little rundown of what that's looking like?
Well, at this point, let me just get my notes here. Everybody should have received a email starting on April 15th. We are going to switch from showing time to Broker Bay. One, it saves everybody's money for us. And there is a nice video there that will show you exactly how to go and register. And we sent you all the links that involved so that you can, I would watch the video to explain what Broker Bay does. I would also, if you have any questions, you can call them directly. You got an email with all of that information on it. And it is going to start. So we're no longer after April 15th going to use showing time. You can go into RE Colorado, click on the little icon for Broker Bay and start your registering. The office was registered yesterday. And so therefore everybody should be able to accomplish this task. But just to let you know, we are definitely not using, you may get pushback from showing time, but we're switching over on the 15th. I think, I don't know if Amy's on here, but we sent this out. And if you have any questions, again, watch the link to understand exactly. They're really cool people. They have lots of things. It isn't a whole lot different from what you're doing now. It's just, it's all incorporated in your dues to RE Colorado. Any questions? Then does everybody understand Broker Bay is our showing system now?
Well, we have certain trainings around Broker Bay, or do we do that through
There's
Broker
videos,
Bay?
everything we sent you, our videos and the training is in there.
Okay, perfect.
And you can also call, you can, you might be able to call RE Colorado and see if they have any special training, but they're going to refer you to Broker Bay. It's extremely, they explain everything very carefully in their video. So I would encourage you to watch their video. It's not difficult. It really isn't. So, but if you have problems, I would ask you to call support, Broker Bay support. And just a minute, let me see if I have that. In the process of setting yourself up, they will give you a number to log in, or you can send an email. And here's where you have, if you have any questions on Broker Bay, you can email support@Broker Bay, both B's are capital.com. And that is in the email that we sent you yesterday.
So Donna,
hi everybody. I'm gonna share my screen real quick so you can see the email that you got so that you know what to look for. This is what got sent out yesterday. You'll see it has our launch date is April 15th. You're gonna go to my account, set up your account, register for trainings. There's a link here so that you can register for that. Set up showing instructions. You can watch the video there. So this email came from info@mg.brokerbay.com. And I'll drop that link in the chat right now. So if you need to go look for it, if it landed in your spam or any of those kinds of things, you can look it up.
Did someone have a question before Amy jumped in? Who had a question?
I was just going to ask if it came from us as in KW Park Meadows, but Amy answered that and
Okay.
indicated where it came from. So we're good.
Yeah, you have to understand in the broker-based system, just like it is in RE Colorado, each office stands by itself. So anything that comes through me, and then Amy assimilates it out to all the brokers, because everybody is under me in RE Colorado as they are in Dora. We send everybody everything. So it really is I've seen the video and the explanation probably about 3 or 4 times, and it's well done. This is a company out of Canada. They have done an awesome job. And people, there was another agency that was basically on the vetting side and how the process worked. And the gentleman that used to be our president of Smedra, he's very critical of certain things that don't work properly. So, but he has no criticisms of this one. So it should work pretty good.
So I have a question, Donna.
Yes.
If in the meantime, we can set up the account, but in the meantime, we use showing time until 4:15.
That might be a question for Broker Bay. I don't have an answer for that one.
Okay. All righty.
Yeah. If you've got a listing, I would suggest go ahead and email support and they'll answer your question for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else got another question? Okay. Great, it's all yours.
Amy, did you have a few things that you wanted to jump in and announce before we dive into my piece?
I'm going to go ahead and let you go first because I'm still getting myself back organized from the onboarding I just did.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, yeah. So I wanted to touch base with everybody, and over the next, couple of months, we always want as much feedback as we can get from, our agent population around the support that you're getting, the support that you need, what you feel like would be more beneficial to you and your business, and understanding that we've got a lot going on for, different agent pools. We've got all of our new agents that are in PC that have the supports through the PC program. And then we have our, our top producers, the 20%, and they have kind of gone to that maybe the MAPS coaching level, or they have different types of supports around that level of business. And then we have the middle third of agents who we want to make sure that you guys have all of the support that you need, where we want to wrap our arms around you just as much and make sure that you know what's available to you, and also that you're able to reach out for help around those things. So, you've kind of if you've reached capper status, and you're not catapulted right into the top 20%, there's still room for growth. There's that pivotal, those pivotal points in your business that are going to really get you to that next level. And we want to make sure that you know where to go for it. So if you're kind of in that place, I want to put it out there. I'll have Tay put it in the chat, just contact information for me and for Taylor, for you guys to reach out if you're kind of feeling like, hey, even if you're not in the middle third, but we want to hear if there's a different type of training, a different type of coaching, a different type of support that you feel like would be helpful for you. Reach out, either a group text with me and Taylor on it, or an email with me and Taylor on it. And just kind of as we build this out, I want to get all of the feedback and help either point you in the right direction, or, create something for that type of support that everyone's needing at that point, if that makes sense. Did I make sense, Amy?
Yeah,
Was it clear?
So really, I think that the other piece to that, just to clarify it a little bit, is this goes in conjunction with the training calendar, right? And so we want to make sure that what we're putting on the training calendar is beneficial and helpful to you. Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, thinking about your level of business and where you want to go to next, what is most helpful? What do you need? What questions do you have that we can provide support around? And does that look like training, a training class in particular, or yeah, a particular training class? Or does that look like having a one-on-one with Britt, with me, with Anna, with Donna, to get certain questions answered? Or what support, I guess, really is what we're looking for feedback on, so that we can make sure we're providing that right support for you to get you to where your business goals are, and reach those goals. So, I think anybody on the leadership team is open to hearing your feedback and getting your comments. You don't have to put them in the chat if you don't want to, but you can. And setting up those support systems for you. And sometimes I think it's a case of we don't know what we don't know, right?
We don't know what we need.
Yeah, so we don't know what we need.
Right.
And in which case, those are the times that, setting up a one-on-one with anybody on the leadership team that you think might have those answers might be the way to go. So I think that's really what we're trying to convey today, is how can we support you in your business, and how can we answer those questions, and how can we help you figure out what you don't know, that you don't know.
Right. You're not on an island. All of us on the leadership team are here to support you and help direct you into the next, the next level of business, and helping you get where you want to go.
Yeah.
So if it is just that you don't know what you need, reach out about that too. That's part of the coaching piece. Any one of us is happy to sit down and figure out where that would be for you.
Yep. And what that roadmap might look like.
Yep, exactly.
Right. So the next question I have around this is, as a new agent, for those of you who have been here for a little bit, or maybe you're still new, but would it be beneficial if, when you join our office, if we could show you a roadmap? This is where you are today, kind of like, the roadmap that you see at the mall, or when you play the game of life, where, it says you are here, and then you're trying to get to that what place, and have kind of a series of things to follow, or paths to pick from, or choose your own adventure to get to where you want to be. Would that be helpful for you, so that you know what lies ahead and how you're going to get there, and what that roadmap would look like? Does that make sense at all?
Tamara said, yes, I think it makes sense. Yeah. Just as a new agent, here's what all is available to you. You have this available for coaching, this available for trainings. Here's the group of things that would be most helpful as a brand new agent. And then once you get past a certain point, you see exactly where that point is. And now these are the things that would probably be more helpful, different types of trainings, different levels of coaching, and so on. So you understand, along the way, where you want to go. If you want, your income level, your number of deals closed, whatever that is, and what all is out there for you to get there.
As a new agent, I would love that. I think that would be great. I guess I'm about going into my 3rd month, and I think the first 2 months, my head, I felt like Beetlejuice, but my head's still spinning, but it's spinning a little bit slower. So some things are starting to really kind of settle and make sense. And I think that would be wonderful. I would really like that. I would appreciate that.
Perfect.
I don't think that this applies necessarily to just new agents either, right? I mean, if you're in what we call the middle third, or the mighty third, what do you have to do to get to the next step? And when you're in that middle, I think that's kind of where you find those questions of, now what do I do next? Because I'm not, I don't have direction, or I don't know where I want to go, or I don't know what putting a team together might look like, or joining a team, or I want to be a mega agent, or those kinds of things. So so just know that these are conversations that we're having as a leadership team so that we can better serve our agents. But getting some feedback from you guys, I think, is super helpful to us as well, so that we are not just kind of shooting darts in the dark, hoping that we get it right. And so anything that you have to offer around any of that is absolutely welcome. And if you don't want to put it in the chat, cool, but feel free to send us an email, any of us, so that we can incorporate your wants and needs into the whole plan.
Yep. Absolutely. I think, yeah. And the thing around the mighty middle is you've got the business is coming in and you see it, and you want to scale it, and you want to figure out how to create those systems and models. And that's kind of the part where things really start shifting. And so knowing, like you said, that the choose your own adventure, or the figure out what those need to look like, and where do I go to, who do I talk to? It's a really important thing. So I think it'll end up looking a little bit simplified at the beginning and simplified at the end, and you'll see all the adventures in the middle. And yeah, we just love hearing what's most helpful from you guys. So thank you for the feedback. And Tay did put our info in the chat, but if you send it out to any of us on leadership, we'll get it squared away over the next couple months.
Yep. Cool. How are we doing so far?
We're casual.
Yeah.
Casual Wednesday.
It truly is. Let's see. I would like to training on CMAs. Okay. Was the one CMA, this was Teresa asking, did we record the CMA class? Yes, we did. And it is on my Zoom. So I just have not gotten back to it to upload it to our YouTube channel, which brings me to another interesting thing that I'm seeing happening. So I have a very dear friend who is a YouTube expert, and one of the things that they are seeing in their group, and I also actually saw this on another real estate Facebook group, but anyway, people who are uploading trainings like we do all the time, YouTube is shutting down their channels. So in the event that you happen to go to our YouTube channel and either it's A, not there, or B, the videos have been taken down, please let me know, and know that I am taking this information and putting a backup plan in place as far as where all the videos will get housed. As of right now, they just get uploaded directly to YouTube. So I'm going to actually save or archive all of this content somewhere. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring that to your attention as well, for those of you who are doing anything with YouTube. It's not a violation of their terms or their policies or anything like that. So I'm not really sure what's going on in the background, but keep an eye on your own channels as well, and just know that this is a thing that's happening. So, what else? What else we got for today? So I want to talk about some of the resources that we have in the office. I want to make sure that everybody is aware that we have a new printer. I'm pretty sure everybody is. And over the next week, I'm going to be working with our new printer people because this new printer does some really cool stuff. Your listing presentations can be printed and bound through the printer. You can create magnets and use those as part of your pop buys. You can create like those little boxes, those little cardboard boxes that you see sometimes. Golf people use them the most. But anyway, you can
Golf
make
people.
well, golfers.
Yeah. I like golf people better. Sorry, go ahead.
You can put little stuff in them and then they close up and they're super cute. Anyway, I'm working on getting all of the supplies in so that all of these things, so that we can do all of these things through our printer. And so it will open up another avenue of marketing opportunities for you. So I have to work with Xerox directly to get all of the right supplies, but once they're in, I will let everybody know, and we will probably do like one of our in-house team meetings for celebrations. We'll probably incorporate some fun printer exercises for that as well. So just know that exists. For those of you who are working at home most of the time and don't come into the office, I just want to remind you that we have cubicles in the back. They're open to you to come in and use them at any time. There's good Wi-Fi back there, and there's, just building some community and hanging out with some of the others in the office, I think sometimes can be super helpful in terms of masterminding and building your business and relationships with others in the office. So there's 6 of them back there. You're welcome to come in and camp there for an hour or a day, whatever works for you. You can't set up shop. You can't leave all your belongings behind, but you are more than welcome to come in and use that space. So take advantage of that if you can, or if you want to.
And they're really close to the brand new shiny printer.
Well, no, because the brand new
No?
shiny printer is
That's
up front.
right. It's up front now, so they're far away from it. I was thinking, yeah. But you
But-
have to come in and see it either way. And like you said, all the fun training around it. I'm excited for that.
Yep. And by the way, if you come in and use the space back there, you want to print, it just means that you're going to get your steps in for the day too. So there's that.
The opposite of what I said. Yes.
Yes, the opposite. So we have that. We are, what else are we at? Well, we have, the training room is getting a little bit of a redesign, because I decided that I really like those round tables. And so I'm going to move furniture around in there and make it more of a funner space, where we can sit together more. So we're going to put the round tables in there as a stay in there forever kind of thing. And I'm going to move the rectangular tables so that they're more in a community type setting. So that'll be super fun. And
struggling at this point in time. Everyone is on.
I don't know who's on. Let's see. There we go. Sorry. So what else you got, Britt? I know this is kind of a funky team meeting, you guys, and I'm sorry. We just sort of had to put something together kind of last minute. Anna is out of the office and will not be back for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I think, because she's going on vacation now, but she also has some family emergencies happening. So Britt and I kind of were pivoting.
We're pivoting, and we do need feedback from you guys on a lot of stuff. So we wanted to make sure that we got to touch base on those things and give you an idea of what some of our ideas are and what we're working on, so that you guys are aware.
I
I had a question. So the cubicles, we don't have to pay monthly for those. We can just come in and use them whenever we want. Is that right?
That
Yep.
is correct.
Okay, awesome.
Free drop-in space.
Free drop-in space.
Come
Or
see
you
the
can
training
slip
room
$5
facelift.
under Gwen's office door. Either one.
What'd you say?
I said, or you could slide $5 under Gwen's office door. Either one.
Can we just
know,
leave
'cause
cookies?
Oh, no cookies. Thank you. No cookies. That is the opposite of what Gwen needs.
You can slide $2 under my door and I'll unlock Gwen's for you. It's right across the hall.
You're funny. That's why I'm locking it now, because I heard you were sneaking in there for Popeye.
Oh, you guys. So, speaking of feedback, I am going to drop a link in the chat for those of you who have not had the opportunity to tell me all about how you want to be communicated with in our market center. I will say that I'm excited that I've had 20 replies so far, and there's more of you out there. I know there is. So feel free to click the link and tell me what you want so that I know what to put in the newsletter, and I know when to send you text messages, and I know when to send you emails, so that I'm not inundating you in the wrong ways and you're never seeing the information.
That was going to be a question that I had. I wanted to hear just generally, do you guys feel like we are overly communicative with these things? Or do you feel like you need more and to see more?
I think it's just right, but that's just me.
I agree. I think it's just right. I love the reminders. I want you to communicate.
I second or third that.
Yep,
Yeah,
same.
I 45th
too much.
that, because sometimes I'm in my email and it's there. Sometimes I'm not, and it's showing up in my text messages. So I like all of it, and the added feature of being able to drop it into my Google Calendar is amazing.
That was the other piece, Amy.
Yep. So has anybody done that? Like, I sent out instructions on how to connect the training calendar to your Google Calendar. And if you didn't get them or didn't see them, that's fine. I can totally resend. But I'm curious, how many of you saw it and did it? And did you find it easy or not?
So for me, I chose not to, because I'm afraid of the amounts of information that'll be on any given day that isn't necessarily directly pertaining to where I want my attention to be.
Cool. Okay.
I do like the invitations on Facebook for us to be able to opt into, and knowing that it'll send me a reminder.
Ah. Okay. Anybody else have any other feedback on integrating the training calendar?
I would agree with Tammy. If I had the whole calendar in my calendar, I'd be like, whoa, I don't need all that.
Okay.
And if I am going to RSVP to a class, or having that little, I don't know if it's possible, but just like, hey, I want this on my calendar, boom, now I'm going to it, is easy. Or like when you RSVP to something that is in that other platform that I can't think about right now, that you can click add to calendar and it'll say Google or iCalendar.
Yeah.
So you get to choose those. If it's not in my calendar, we all know it doesn't really exist. And it's taking up space in my head if I have to remember it. But I don't need everything on my calendar, because everything doesn't pertain to me.
Right.
Some people, I think too, though, I do like that piece, because I don't have to say yes to everything. So when it's pulled over to my calendar, I'm like, oh, I know that that's happening. but it's in a different type of square. It looks different. So it's not, I haven't said yes to it.
Mhm.
And I can see where that can get confusing. So I do like that there's kind of some options for the different ways that we all like to organize things.
Yeah.
I'm FOMO, so if something's happening somewhere, I might need to be involved in it, and I don't need to be. So FOMO, no,
No FOMO.
no FOMO. I have FOMO bad.
That's funny. So I see that not everybody saw the instructions, so I will go ahead and send out an email with the instructions. Should you choose to integrate that to your Google Calendar, you can always take it off too. So there are ways, in fact, I can do a screen share real quick and kind of walk you through that piece would you guys like that? Let's see. All right, so here is my calendar. In order to add the training and events calendar, which happens to be right here, but I'm going to show you. Here is the URL. So I'm going to grab that real quick and I'm going to drop that in the chat just so you have it. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. So the way you're going to do this is you would come over here to other calendars and click the plus button. And you're going to select from URL. And then you're going to just put that link into that URL. And then you're going to click add calendar. And that's it. Once you do that, it will show up right here, trainings and events. Actually, I named it that. I think it says back agent. But it has the green check mark. So if you look on my calendar, you'll see the green boxes. Those refer to these training and events. If I uncheck it, then the things that are on that trainings and events calendar will go away. So I'll pick another day. Let's see what we've got. Here's Friday, for example. If I unclick the trainings and events, then it'll just show the things that I have on my calendar for me to do. If I want to put them back, I'll just click it and then I have the option of seeing that again. Was that helpful?
Yes, that was helpful.
Okay, and I'll send out the instructions again, just so that everybody has them if they need them, but you don't have to always have that calendar turned on, is my point, right? So you can click it and unclick it and just see, oh, these things are happening today, cool, I'm interested or I'm not, and uncheck it, and you make all that extra stuff just disappear. Cool. So command classes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah.
When you click the training and events, do the events for the week, just for the week come in, or for the whole year, or how does that work?
Anything that's on the training calendar in my kw.kw.com will populate onto your calendar.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great question. In terms of command classes, I would love to hear from you guys what you want or need there. I know some of you guys are newer and some of you guys are old hats at command and do great. And so I want to be able to provide all levels, right? And I don't want somebody who doesn't need to learn how to use smart plans, for example, to, waste their time coming to a super basic class on that. So I'm open to any thoughts or feedback that you have around that, so that I'm giving you exactly what you need or what you want. And at the same time, my question would be, would you rather do one-on-ones with me where we talk about what technology you have in place, what you're using, how you can use it, how you can leverage it better, what other options you have, so that you can use it to the best of its ability? Or are these questions that you want to just bring to a command or a technology class? I don't want to call it command. I want to call it a tech class because I don't want to just focus on command. So any thoughts that you have there are welcome and requested. How's that?
Do you want thoughts right now?
If you want to. I mean, this is super casual, so the floor is open. If you want to talk, I got my notes.
I love the command classes. I just haven't had time, and I have it on my calendar and I just keep missing them. But
Yeah.
I also am always wondering if there's a better class on like Instagram and Facebook stuff, because I struggle with the tech on both sites
Okay.
a little bit. I know there's more stuff in there that I can use, but I'm not utilizing it because I just don't know how.
Yeah. Great, great feedback.
I would
And
like, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I can definitely put Facebook and Instagram classes on the calendar.
I had a one-on-one with an agent today, and in terms of like building out other trainings and classes, I think you and I could either tag team one or, build out two separate ones around landing pages and QR codes, and how to really use those in marketing yourselves, getting more clients, getting more, all the things that we want to do with them, but how to do it and then how to use it.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
I think that would be a great one. I would love to attend one of those. That's one of the places where with landing pages, I get like, what? I can create one, but then I'm like, about using it. It's just weird.
Now what do I do with it?
Right? And I can actually walk somebody through it. It's kind of funny. I get the technology, just my comfort level with once they put their information in, is it going to work? And how do I know it's going to work? And I'm afraid of it not completely being pulled together. And I'm the same with the QR codes. Ryan Davis talked about a service he was using back in 2020, early 21, that would collect people's information when they scanned. Like it was a lead capture of sorts. And I have no idea what he was using, but I would love to learn how to use QR codes that way. Put them on my sign or
Yeah. You can use them. Yeah. Cause you could use them that way as a lead capture. And you can also use them to go to, you can use landing pages as the lead capture form, but you can use landing pages for all kinds of things. So there's a lot of different ways that you could grow your business using landing pages and QR codes.
And through social media, one of the things that people do a lot is those click pages where you get a downloadable. I don't know if we can do that with our landing pages, but I would love to learn how to, because that's one of my favorite ways to create a funnel.
You sure can. Yep. There are definitely some great ways that you can create landing pages with the accompanying QR code for free downloads. And just off the top of my head, we have the easing from KWRI and Designs. You can break that up into pieces, if you will, and create a clickable download for each portion of that. So there's so many ways that you can use these things. So we will definitely put a class on for that because I love that idea. And here's something to just know. The consumer applet as a whole right now has a bug. It's a little bit sick at the moment. So we have to wait for KWRI to resolve that. The development team is on it. I'm on the list, on the email list to be notified when things are back to normal. So it could be a week or two before we can get that on the calendar, but it's on the list, and no, I will do that as soon as we can.
Can I shout out my book club?
Absolutely, please.
So we're with the Career Development Committee doing a book club. We're reading a book a quarter that helps you to grow and advance your career. The book that we're reading next is Giftology by John Ruhlin. And we meet again on April 7th at 2 p.m. And I've been posting the links on the Facebook page. I would love it if you all could join us. That's it.
I want to
Thanks,
join the
Jenny.
book club. I've been meaning to, so I'll be on there for the next round.
I would love that.
Yeah, I love it. I did a big book club over COVID and it dwindled away. So I'll definitely be there. And that reminds me too, I'm starting a 5 a.m. club, if anybody knows about that, and the Miracle Morning. So anybody who's interested in joining 5 a.m. club for some accountability around waking up at the god awful hour of 5 a.m., who has a bad attitude about it like me, let me know. Reach out to me and Taylor, because we're going to well, I haven't told Taylor yet, but she's gonna get on it too. So yeah, we're gonna start up a 5 a.m. club, big amounts of accountability around creating your miracle/millionaire morning, and just getting highly successful habits going. So open to all.
I love Miracle Morning. Are you going to be really focused on the book process, or are you going to shoot off on your own?
A little, and I think more just, again, kind of the sharing, the accountability piece, like having those things in place, and more just understanding what each individual person wants out of that. And then so that we can kind of be the, lifting each other up and sharing successes and challenges in it to just get better, so I think it'll be good. That's the only way I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I got to get back to getting up at 5 a.m. and how am I going to do it? Well, make everybody else make me.
Right. Will you be sending out more information about that?
Yeah, but only to and we can maybe send it out to everyone at the office. I just wanted to gauge level of interest as well. So if you guys want to shoot a group text or email to me and Tay, like she put the information in there and just say, hey, interested in joining 5 a.m. club. Taylor's going to be like, what? But it'll be great.
Yeah, we can definitely put it on the training calendar.
Yeah.
No reason not to. I don't know if it goes all the way to 5 a.m. It might not.
Yeah. And I don't know that,
I'm kidding.
yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know what works at 5 a.m. Yeah, we could do training calendar. We can chat about the different ways of getting it out there, but I just want everyone who's interested, reach out and we'll get it going.
So Kathy is asking how often you're going to do the 5 a.m.
Well, and that's the thing, is kind of figuring out the structure. I mean, the goal is to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, which makes me a little bit sick, but yeah. So that's how we're gonna be doing it. And then the accountability piece would be, it's not like we need to hop onto a Zoom every single day or anything like that. And maybe that's how we start it. It's kind of just, we're very early phases. I just want to see, again, who has interest, who has ideas around it, who wants to be a part of it. And then we want to build out what it will look like so that we can get it going.
Cool. Cool. Last question. We're trying to get all of the events on the, on our Facebook group as events. Is this helpful? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you care one way or the other? Just trying to find, again, ways to get all of these things out.
I like it. That's my best way of communication because I see it
Mhm.
on my phone. I see it on my computer. I see it everywhere.
Cool.
I like it.
Okay.
More is more
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
I see quite a few people, well, I see a few people in the chat who like it as well. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to let you have 10 minutes back on your day, or 13 minutes, I guess, back of your day. I know that this format was very out of the box of what we normally do. And so I hope that you got something out of it. I know that I am very appreciative of hearing from you guys what you like, what you don't like, what you need, what you don't need, what's too much, what's not enough, et cetera, et cetera. And so, well, Anna, if you ever see this, I'm sorry we went rogue on you, but we love you. We missed you today and we got a lot of good feedback. So there you have it.
Yeah. The main message is just that we're here for you guys, that don't feel afraid to reach out. Just because we're constantly sending stuff out.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that you can't say, hey, I need more or I need different. Like that's what we're here for. So.
Yep. Any
Cool.
parting words from anybody? All right. Well, Kathy, you're very welcome. Holly, Tamara, all of you guys, thank you. Lynette, we appreciate all of your feedback, and this is not your only opportunity. So always feel free, that these doors are open all the time. So,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day and we'll see you soon.
Have a good day.
Bye.